Alright, this will be a tutorial in flexibility. In fact, I do get some emails from time to time from people who don't have exceptional range and wanted me to demonstrate some of these techniques and methods in a range that most people can do, and I got just the perfect one for everybody, really. In fact, it doesn't even go above a second line G in the staff. This is a true measure of strength and flexibility, but mainly flexibility. And it's something that a lot of people already know about. Lip bending. Lip bending. One proof of flexibility. So what am I talking about? Well, if you take a note, for example, G, and you bring it down a half step to F sharp, you didn't really bend it, right? Because you used the natural series on the horn to make it go a half step sharp, which would be adding the second valve. What if you were to do that without adding the second valve and just bend it down? Let's try that again. That takes flexibility. That was done with just my lips, a certain way of bending the pitch flat. I used my tongue inside my mouth, maybe even my jaw and my lips, the whole manipulation to bend that pitch down. All that's rolled into flexibility. Okay? That's not too difficult. Let's try that one more time. In fact, you can try that right now. This is going to be a great trumpet lesson tutorial for everybody, because just about everybody on the planet can play this note. Right? Everybody can play the second line G. So that means everybody should be able to try this. Here, you try it now. I'll do it, then you do it. Watch again. Now no vowels. This is lip bending. Okay. I think a lot of you probably could do that. I don't know. If there's 10 people trying it right now, I'd say at least 9 of you could probably do that. But now out of the 10 of you that tried and 9 got it, well, it doesn't stop there, does it? It gets harder. And how do we make it harder? By widening the interval of the lip bend. So G to F natural. Same thing, but don't use the vowels. Now, out of the 10 people that might have just tried it, and 1 may have not got the F sharp, I'm certain 6 or 7 of you, probably 7 of you, were able to get the F natural. Is that right? Yeah, that's right. Yep, I see 7 hands going up. Yeah, so 7 of the 10 of you got it. Let's keep going now. There's 10 of you. 3 of you out, 7 still on board. We're going to go down to E. Second line G to E. Now bend it with no valves. And in this particular situation, I don't really care what it takes for you to bend the note. If you have to pivot the horn up, pivot the horn down, pivot the horn to the other side, I don't care. If you have to put your head down, put your head up, lower your jaw, raise your jaw, roll out, roll in, whatever you got to do is, in my opinion, is all fair game. We're trying to bend the pitch down. The main concern is we're not using these at all, okay? And there's no tongue involved as far as the I don't even know if that would really help you, but you're not using any re-attack of the tongue or the breath. So it's got to be one continuous bend down and back up. Okay, so out of the 10 of you that were with me from the beginning, I did see about 2 more people sit down. So of the 10 people that are playing along with me on this one, 5 of you now are left standing. 5 of you were able to get the bend from G down to E. Okay, well, what about pushing things a little bit further? How far can we go? Well, think about it. We can bend it to E flat or D flat, but if we bend it down to C, that's not really a lip bend, is it? That's just a slur, and that you're going from one acoustical note on the instrument to the next. So that I don't consider that a lip bend, even though you are using the embouchure you're dropping your jaw to open up the aperture to get that to come out. That's not a lip bend. So the next notes for that would be fair game would be E flat, D, and D flat. Now the further, as I already mentioned before, the further you widen that interval, it's just adding like 45-pound plates on each end of the barbell. I mean, it just gets heavier and heavier and heavier, more difficult to do. So we got 5 of you. Yep, there you go. I saw your hands raised. There you go. 5 of you left standing. 5 of you are out. And let's keep playing this game because this is a game that everybody can play, right? Everybody's got a second line G in their back pocket. Let's keep going. It's all about flexibility. Let's see what you guys can do. So we're on G. What's the next one? I almost lost track. We're going down to E flat. Bend it. Oh, that got pretty tough. That got pretty tough. Not tough from a brutally strength chop, powerful kind of way, but tough from a technical, artistic finesse kind of way. I mean, flexibility is about finesse, in my opinion. You're really finessing the notes to come out. You're trying to get all around this horn on all the different ranges, and that's not about brute force or power. That's more about the flexibility that we were talking about in this particular tutorial. We're getting down there pretty far now. I did see 3 people sit down. Okay, so out of the 10 that started, 8 of you are gone. I see 2 people left. That means 2 people have been with me so far, which is that's about normal. And we're getting down into no man's land for the most part. So now we're going to be dropping a 4th, G down to D. Let's see what happens. Bend it. Did I actually get that? Yeah, I did. Barely, by the skin of my teeth. And now I saw one of the 2 sit down. So now 9 of you are out, sitting down, whatever, just watching on the sidelines. There's 1 of you left. 1, you and me. And I might have to make more than 1 attempt at this. Bending a second line G down to a 1, 2, and 3 D flat is very, very difficult. Again, not from chops, brute strength, and toughness and everything, but from finesse and flexibility. Here we go. So G, second line G, down to D flat. Here we go. I think I got to do that again. I think I may have overshot it by almost hitting the low C. Try it again. Got it, barely, by the skin of my teeth. So now I'm looking out there. I'm not seeing anybody standing. In fact, was I standing? No, I kind of fell down a little bit too. So The moral of the story is flexibility. The other moral of the story is, do you need to do this up on triple and double G's? No. You can develop your flexibility, and one of the most easiest range of playing on the horn in the staff. I mean, it doesn't get much easier than that, does it? Okay, so we covered lip bending, something that everybody should be working on if you want to increase your flexibility. You know, all this stuff kind of weaves together. So, you know, you work on some of your high notes and you find that maybe your endurance gets a little bit better. You work on your endurance and maybe your high notes expand out a little bit. Or maybe you get a bigger sound in the middle register. You work on your flexibility and you find that maybe your tone gets a little bit better. Maybe you get some of the air out of your tone. So a lot of this just stuff kind of weaves in and out together. They're all part of the bigger picture. And for those of you who have been intimidated to get into my big course, the 16-week upper register course, mainly because just the thought and the energy demand of, you know, playing high notes has scared you off. Well, the tutorial today should be one example that's not too intimidating. There's a lot of the stuff that I just demonstrated today in my course that help your upper register playing, your power, your tone, your command, the facility of your instrument, the flexibility. But we're not trying to, you know, always play above high C. And this is an example. There are many, 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 many techniques in my course that are like the one that you just saw today. So if you watched this tutorial and the light bulb went on, you went, I think there's something to that technique he just showed. I'm going to try it. Well, if that actually happened in your head and you enjoyed playing along with me and you're going to actually try that, well, I have 75 techniques like that in my course. The 16-week upper register course has 75 techniques, and a lot of them are like that. A lot of them are unorthodox, I would say, out of the box, not the norm kind of techniques that we use to ensure and almost guarantee a significant improvement in your overall range, power, endurance, and sound and flexibility. Hope that helped. I'm Kurt Thompson. You can always go to www.TRUMPETSIZZLE.com and you can catch me there. You can email me from there as well. And if the big course is not your thing, I have over 50 different video tutorials there for you to choose from. Little bitty ones that are a couple minutes long, all the way up to over half an hour before you get to some of my bigger, longer courses. So I hope this video finds you doing well on this Halloween. It's actually Halloween today, October 31st, 2015. It's a Saturday night, and I got to head out. Bye-bye.